What up, community? My name is Raul Mendoza. I'm the host of the Right People, Right Places podcast. I'm going to be running solo on this episode and thought I'd talk about making the leap, the entrepreneurial leap here, and a little bit about my story, introducing myself, introducing the podcast and what the goal and vision of the podcast is and what I'm intending to do with it. And also kind of give you a little bit of an inside scoop on me and what makes me tick, my story, where I started, and where I'm at. So that's what I wanted to do today. Appreciate you listening in on the podcast. Feel free to go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to continue listening to content that I put out. Like I said, I'll share a little bit more about what this podcast is. Recruiting is all about relationship. And that is what powers the world of work, is relationship. Yeah, there's a lot of technology. There's a lot going on in that space as it relates to artificial intelligence and just so much happening since COVID. Things have accelerated. Things can just shift in a moment. But what hasn't changed is the importance of relationship. And that's really kind of at the heart of what this podcast is about. It's about relationship. You can't do good business without relationship. You can't hire top talent without relationship. You can try to automate as many tasks as possible and try to reach out to as many people on LinkedIn, but nothing will replace authentic, genuine reach out and connection. That's the name of this game, and it'll always be that way. And if anything, one of the things that AI is proving out is this idea that relationship matters and networking is your net worth. So that's what this podcast is all about. This podcast is about relationship and how it powers the ever-changing world of work. And I'm going to have people from the people space or human resources. I don't like to say human resources because humans aren't batteries. But the human resource space, talent acquisition space, kind of sharing wisdom, insight, thoughts on different topics that relate to entrepreneurship, building business, building teams, just a variety of topics. I'm super excited to be doing this. I think the podcast format is great. It's a great format for relationship. It's something that really bodes well for me. I really like just the conversational style of learning, and podcast does that for us. So yeah, that's what this podcast is going to be all about, and excited for you to join me on the journey as we continue in this, and hopefully it'll be helpful to some and spark some ideas, spark some thoughts, and help you with your business, help you in what you're doing, whether you're in-house in talent acquisition or on the agency side, or you're in human resources, dealing with employee relations, keeping teams together, building workforces. I hope that this provides inspiration and thought for what you're doing. So to shift gears a little bit and share a little bit about myself, I've been in the talent acquisition game here for the last 20 years. And I started the first part of my career on the agency side. And basically the second half of my career has been in-house corporate recruiting. So I've seen both worlds. I've hustled on the agency side. I've helped build boutique staffing and talent acquisition firms, and alongside some really great leaders who taught me quite a lot. And then making the leap into the corporate side, going in-house. So on the agency side, I was helping companies with their talent acquisition, helping them find top talent. And then I went in-house, not having had that experience. I really wanted to get a sense for that environment and really tangibly experience what it's like to be on the corporate side, the dark side. Is it the dark side? Just kidding. Anyway, so I did that for another decade, and with big technology companies, big pharmaceutical companies, and had some opportunities to work with some fantastic teams. Had the opportunity to work with some fantastic teams and learned a lot, got a lot of experience in that respect. And then I would say things started brewing for me with my company, Rapido Talent, or should I say Rapido Talent. I would say around COVID timeframe is when I started to kind of explore the idea of having my own company. Having my own company has been something that I've always wanted to do. I've always had the opportunity to come alongside other entrepreneurs to help them build their companies and kind of be that support and co-founding member of the team. But I've always wanted to do this myself. And so back in 2020, I began to just do some things on the side and explore that world, explore what could be, and more as a side hustle. And fast forwarding to 2023, working for a fantastic technology marketing company as head of people, did some great work there as well. And I just, as it came to the close of the year, and I was hustling on the side with Rapido Talent at this point, but I decided to really kind of make the leap and go all in on what I was building. And, after conversations with the CEO of my last company, decided to kind of make that shift in the November timeframe, and the rest is history. And I'm very glad that I've done that. It's been a phenomenal journey so far. I'm drawing on a lot of experience, a lot of relationships, and I couldn't do this on my own without the community of people that I have surrounding me, different people that have come alongside me in this time to help get me off the launching pad with Rapido Talent. So that's a little bit about my story. I'm coming up on 7 months here of being full-time with Rapido Talent, and it's been a learning experience. It's been a joy. I've been able to bring a lot of value to clients I'm working with, and I'm continuing to iterate and innovate and deliver high value to them. So yeah, that's a little bit about my story. And, what I wanted to share for this podcast episode is, in recent weeks, I've had a lot of folks, I should say not even recent weeks, but just in the last 6 months since I've been doing the full-time work here at Rapido Talent, I've had a lot of people in my network reach out to me asking for advice, asking for guidance as they think about potentially making a leap themselves. I mean, it's no mystery that the talent acquisition space has been highly impacted here over the course of the last couple years, with a lot of volatility and people losing their jobs. And it's been a scary time, and I can definitely empathize for folks in this space, having been in talent acquisition as long as I have. And there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of unknown. And, we're talking about people's well-being here. So, my heart really goes out to you all. But, the topic of this podcast episode, I really wanted to provide some actionable advice and tips for those that are looking to make the entrepreneurial leap and kind of potentially start their own thing. So, like I said, in recent weeks, and months, I've had a lot of folks reach out to me asking me, so how did you get started? From branding to, company identity to approach to pricing and, your pricing model and how you're working with companies, and from hiring team members to social media, content creation, and thought leadership. Just lots of questions around these things. And just to say, when it comes to the content media game, when it comes to building something from a company perspective, I'm new to this journey. Yeah, I've been in the space a while, but I'm new to this, so I'm learning just alongside you as well. I've got some experience and I've got some knowledge and insights that I could provide, but this is very much a journey that I'm on still, and I'm just going to share what's worked for me and what's been valuable to me, and hopefully that gives you what you need to kind of help shape the vision and direction of what you're looking to accomplish. So without further ado, I think the biggest thing that's been game changing for me when it's come to building my own company is really drawing on the years of experience that I've had both on the corporate side and in-house. And I think the expression of that in social media has been tremendous. I think it's kind of been a white canvas for me to get my ideas out there, to also see which of those ideas are resonating with my network. And it's also created some fantastic connections with people in the space. It's gotten me new business as well. Social media is powerful. I think that's one thing that I want those that are exploring this to come away with is don't underestimate the value of social media. Using platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all these different mediums and platforms are powerful in getting your thought leadership. And, I just want to say as well that, I have an abundance mindset when it comes to business and opportunities that are out there in the market. There's enough business for us all out there. And I think I've talked to so many talented talent acquisition folks that, have been at it a while, that have been at it longer than I have, doing more significant work than I have in building teams and building processes with large, reputable companies. And, they've known the frustration of looking for a job and not being able to find that next gig. Let's go back to the topic of insights and value that I can provide as I've been on this journey these almost last 7 months. So social media is big. I would definitely leverage your experience and what you've seen, what's worked, what's not worked, and give it away. Give it away on social media. Give it away now. Man, that tune just kind of came to me now. I just had to drop that little Red Hot Chili Peppers. Man, I think I might, that might be my next song, if you know what I mean. I've been dropping some bars here on LinkedIn recently. Really enjoying it. It's a hobby of mine. Anyway, that's a little bit about me that I didn't share early on as I kind of gave a little intro on myself. But all right, getting distracted, getting into all kinds of bunny trails here. Let's get back on topic. Let's talk about insights, things that I can give you to help you on your journey as you think about making that leap as someone that's been in talent acquisition a short period of time or a long period of time. So social media can be your best friend and ally in building out your network and actually coming to terms with your voice as well. And not only that, as I've been on this journey of building out my thought leadership on LinkedIn and various platforms, it's also crystallized vision for my company and what I want to accomplish with my company, Rapido Talent. So it's not just me trying to build a following. It's actually a great exercise in creating a vision for my company. And, what I see for the future, when I see the next 5, 10, 15 years in talent acquisition, is I see a lot of micro companies materializing with folks with my level of experience, 20 plus years in the game, folks that maybe are 2-3 years in and have seen some things and are excited to make that leap themselves. There's never been a better time to make the entrepreneurial leap in talent acquisition. This is one of the best times, I think, in history. There's never been more tools and technology. There's never been more, it's never been easier to do it. There's just so much support, so much tech, so much at our disposal to do this well and successfully. So I just want to encourage my talent acquisition community out there. Hey, make it happen. This could be a defining moment for you, where all that experience that you've garnered over the years, that you've acquired over the years, this could be your outlet to not only get your thoughts out there and help others that are maybe in the same boat as you as you're getting started with your own company, or even those in-house that are still grinding it out. You could provide valuable insights, and you could partner up with them to do great things in hiring top talent in the space. So you can bring your unique flavor and your unique skill set to make you money and earn you a living, but also bring value to companies. So this is a tremendous time. I just want to encourage you all, if you're really down and out in the employment search and you've been kind of throwing this idea back and forth, look, I would seriously look at this. This is a prime time to do it. So number one, social media. Take advantage of it. Get your thoughts out there. Do different mediums of video, of text post and pictures. Explore different platforms. Do it consistently. Post at least 2 to 3 times a week to get started, to kind of start building that muscle, and then build up to 1 to 2 posts a day in areas or on platforms that really work for you and that really accelerate getting your name and business out there. That's what I would say. Start there. And then I would also say, legitimize your business, operationalize your business by getting a logo together. You can do that very easily these days in hiring companies to do it online. Or, for me, I reached out to someone in my network that I knew that helped me build a brand identity and guidelines, and had some ideas and thoughts as to what I wanted to do. And this person, this creative director, was really able to bring that to life for me. So you can either hire a designer, a graphic designer to do that, a creative director to do that. Maybe there's someone on LinkedIn that you've been following, you just really like what they do creatively from a brand and logo perspective. Or there's several companies, you can Google them, that can come alongside you and help you on an hourly basis or retained basis to bring that to life. Or if you're really looking to keep costs low, I would encourage you to check out Canva. Canva has been my best friend. I am not a graphic designer. I can't draw for the life of me, but Canva has been a tremendous tool to kind of get some of my ideas onto paper, get some of my ideas brought to life, even for me to execute on and actually use with my branded material and guides that the creative that I hired helped me in building out Rapido Talent branding. So there's so many options for you, but I would encourage you, legitimize your business, brand it, have a logo, have an identity built for it. Take time to do that well. Keep it simple. Sweetheart is what I tell. Kiss. Keep it simple, sweetheart. And, legitimize your business. Open up bank accounts, at where you're currently banking, or, another bank that would be more suited for what you're trying to do, that can help you house your finances and house your money. Open up those accounts. And that, again, number 2, that would be the biggest thing I'd encourage you with, is brand your business, get a website, get a web presence, keep it simple. It doesn't have to be extensive. Have a few pages on there that share a little bit about you, share a little bit about your business and what problems you're looking to solve. Have some calls to action and, build on that. You don't have to have it fully baked, but get something out there, and it's about progress, not perfection. So number 1, social media. Number 2, branding and identity, operationalizing your business, big time. And number 3, community. I think networking, getting out there. The journey of entrepreneurship can be lonely and hard. You have good days, you have bad days, and you need community. I'm a big proponent of that in my own personal life. I'm a part of a fantastic church here in Kenosha. Community has saved my life. That's a story for another episode, but it has saved my life. Community is where I met my wife. Community is what I draw on in good times and in bad times in my personal life, in particular, my church community. And when it comes to your professional career and your business, if you're looking to make this leap, you got to have relationship and connection to be able to weather the storm of building a business and all that is entailed in that. So I would greatly encourage you to cultivate that. For those of you that have been in the game for a long time, you've got connections, you got people that you've known a sense of alignment with and similar vision. Reach out to those people, build out those relationships. And I would say do that even before you're looking to make the leap. If you're in that process of still kind of figuring it out, build those relationships, cultivate those relationships, be intentional to reach out and connect, get on a quick phone call. I just want to give a shout out to Joel Alge. One of the things that I've learned from him is he is just so fantastic at reaching out and having these like micro interactions with you over a phone call, over a Teams, over a Zoom. And, those quick little connects at the end of the day, middle of the day, those have been life to me as I've been getting into the work that I've been doing here these last several months. So I would encourage you, community is critical. It is crucial in helping you not only get started, but helping you stay in the game when it comes to building out your own company. Cultivate those relationships. As I mentioned earlier, your network is your net worth. You'll find clients there, but you'll also find support and help. It's amazing how many people have come out of the woodwork these last several months as I've made this entrepreneurial leap, and to help me out, to support the work that I'm doing, to bring ideas, bring feedback, and it's been tremendous. It's been tremendous. So definitely want to encourage you with that. Let's wrap up this conversation, and again, the big takeaways here are social media. Get your voice out there. Start building out your brand. Start operationalizing and legitimizing your business. Setting up business accounts. Getting those brand guidelines together, and community. Build out community. Be open to feedback. Don't take things personal. I had one of my leaders share with me at one point and say that feedback is a gift. I've not been historically great at receiving feedback. I am somebody that can take things personal. And when it comes to your own company, it's a personal thing. It's not just a livelihood. It's personal to you. You're investing your time, your energy, and your heart into what you're building. But you got to set that aside. You got to set your pride aside and be able to receive from people that that you trust, that you love, and build on that. And even have an ear to receive feedback from people that maybe you don't know as well, or even people that may say things that are a little harsher, and try to get to the heart of what they're really trying to say. Set your pride aside. I think setting your ego aside is huge. Again, I think this is a subcategory of what I'm talking about here in community, but you gotta receive feedback. You gotta have a feedback loop with not only your clients and customers to build and iterate on what you're doing, but also with those in those connections that align with you in vision and in the work maybe folks that are further along in the journey that can offer wisdom and advice to you in what you're looking to accomplish. So yeah, that's what I got for today. I appreciate you. If you've listened to this episode all the way through, I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. Hit the subscribe button if you found this valuable. Share it with others who are looking to explore and potentially make the leap and may find this useful. But appreciate you listening in. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me here on YouTube as well. With my podcast, I put out content and insights and just my own learnings out there for free. So, and if you're a client or customer, a prospective client or customer, and you're looking to supercharge your recruitment or having a hard time finding top talent for roles, look no further than Rapido Talent and my team, and we'd be happy to have a conversation with you, learn about the challenges that you're facing, and get the show on the road. So that's all that I have for you today. Tune in for more episodes here. I'm working on doing maybe 1 to 2 a month at this point. I'm just getting started on this, learning and growing. Thank you. Thank you for listening in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.